When you pass age 60, there is a hard truth to accept. It is not your children, not your relatives, but these 5 pillars that are the only support helping you sleep soundly and live well each day. Many people believe family bonds are the ultimate comfort in old age. But when night falls, alone in a dark room, you still toss and turn, wide awake and exhausted. Because sleep, that seemingly simple thing, is actually a relentless battle with hormones, stress, and even loneliness. Sleep after 60 is no longer just about going to bed on time. It is a delicate ecosystem, and only when these 5 pillars work in harmony will your brain finally agree to switch off. In this video, I am going to break down the 5 solid foundations that help you reclaim your natural sleep without medication, without interruptions, and without relying on anyone else. These are not fall asleep in 5 minutes tricks, but are biological principles that have been researched in older adults in the United States, which have helped thousands of people reclaim their deep sleep regularly every single night. Stick with me until the end, and you will learn how to rebuild the strongest invisible mattress for yourself, from your brain and hormones to your biological clock, all on your own. If you are just so tired of all the sleepless nights, then this video was made especially for you. Let's dive right in. Let's cover the first point. A good bed reduces back pain, making it easier to sleep. Sleep deprivation after 60 does not just cause fatigue. It also increases the risk of cognitive decline, high blood pressure, and depression. And sometimes the culprit is not your hormones. It is that mattress you have not changed in 20 years. When you were young, you could sleep anywhere, a sofa, the floor, even the back seat of a car. But after 60, your body grows more sensitive to every tilt, every level of firmness, every single creak from an old mattress. Your spine, your knees, your lower back, they all ache and grow stiff if you are lying in the wrong position or on a surface that gives no support. A good night's sleep is no longer a luxury. It is a vital necessity, helping you restore your health, stabilize blood pressure, reduce inflammation, and improve your memory. But to achieve that sleep, you need a true foundation, a good bed, a mattress that provides targeted support, and a pillow that keeps your head, neck, and shoulders properly aligned. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, using a mattress that is too soft or too firm can cause older adults to develop chronic back pain, leading to interrupted sleep and a noticeable drop in sleep quality. In contrast, a medium-firm mattress that provides even support across the body can reduce nighttime awakenings by up to 60%. The story of Nancy Brewster, a 68-year-old from Columbus, Ohio, is a perfect real-world example. She would frequently wake up in the middle of the night from lower back pain and a feeling of stiffness in her shoulders. At first, she thought it was arthritis. But after swapping her 15-year-old mattress for a medium-firm memory foam model and a specialized neck pillow, she began sleeping a solid 6-7 hours a night without any sleep aids. "I never imagined a new bed could change my life so much," she said. "You may love your children and grandchildren with all your heart, but at 2 a.m., when your back is aching and your leg is numb, your bed is your only true companion. It does not complain. It does not abandon you, as long as you chose the right one from the start. If you are still using the same mattress from when your child was a teenager, it might be time for a silent upgrade. Go test out several mattresses. Find the one that feels right for your body, and do not forget to replace your pillow if you often have neck pain. Because after age 60, sleep does not come from luck or sleeping pills. It comes from the very place you lay your head each night. And you deserve a place that is comfortable, supportive, and good enough to keep you sleeping soundly all the way until morning. But even when you have the most comfortable bed in the world, your sleep can still be fitful if your internal biological clock is out of sync. Chronic insomnia in older adults doesn't just lead to mental decline. It also increases the risk of Alzheimer's, depression, and a weakened immune system. After 60, many people notice their sleep becomes shorter, more easily interrupted, or they wake up very early, unable to fall back asleep. They try everything: herbal tea, counting sheep, even sleeping pills, but overlook the most fundamental thing that has gone awry: their biological clock. Your biological clock is the body's natural rhythm that determines when you should be awake and when you should rest. With age, this mechanism gradually weakens if it is not maintained by consistent signals, like morning light, regular meal times, and a fixed bedtime. If you go to bed erratically, wake up at different times, or don't get enough sunlight, your body loses its way, which makes it much harder to sink into deep sleep. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that older adults who maintain a regular sleep schedule, even on weekends, have markedly better sleep quality than those who sleep irregularly. They fall asleep faster, have fewer nighttime awakenings, and are less dependent on sleep aids. George Lang, a 71-year-old from Rochester, New York, used to complain about tossing and turning until 2 a.m. every night. But after his doctor advised him to reset his biological clock by waking up at 6 a.m. sharp, getting 15 minutes of morning sun, and keeping naps under 20 minutes, his sleep started improving dramatically. Now I can be asleep before 10 p.m. without a single pill, he shared. The key is this: you do not need to make drastic changes. Just be consistent. Wake up at the same time daily, keep your meal times relatively fixed, avoid bright light at night, like from your TV or phone, and create a sleep ritual like reading or listening to soft music. Your body will gradually recalibrate to a stable rhythm. After 60, sleep is no longer just nice to have. It is an essential need for maintaining memory, immunity, and mental sharpness. And for good sleep, nothing is more reliable than a solid biological clock, something you absolutely can rebuild, one day and one night at a time. But even with a stable biological clock, sleep can still be shattered by something that seems incredibly small: noise. Fitful sleep in a noisy environment can increase the risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and memory decline in older adults, even if you think I was asleep the whole time. At age 60 and beyond, sleep is no longer as deep or continuous as it once was. Many people complain, "I can sleep, but I keep waking up," or "I drift in and out and can't get back to sleep." But few realize that the silent culprit disrupting their sleep is often the ambient sound around them. A passing car, a humming fridge, a ticking clock, or even wind whistling outside is enough to jolt an older adult's brain awake without them noticing. As you get older, your nervous system becomes more sensitive to noise, including small sounds you easily ignored when you were younger. According to the National Sleep Foundation, people over 60 are twice as likely to be woken up by sounds compared to younger people. This disrupts the sleep cycle, leading to daytime fatigue, irritability, and memory problems. Sandra Miller, a 75-year-old from Tacoma, Washington, assumed her insomnia was just a part of aging. But after her son suggested trying a white noise machine and sound dampening curtains, she found she slept more soundly, woke up less, and felt remarkably refreshed. "I had no idea how many times I was waking up just because of the clock on my wall," she recalled. You do not have to do anything complicated, but you do need to be mindful. Start by turning off all non-essential noisy devices at night. Use heavy curtains, lay a rug on the floor, and if needed, use a white noise machine or gentle rain sounds to mask stray noises that might wake you. If you live near a busy road, try moving your bedroom to the back of the house, or wear soft earplugs to filter the sound. You deserve to sleep in quiet and peace, not be jolted awake by sounds you cannot control. And sometimes a quieter room can be the most natural, gentle, and safest sleep remedy you have ever had. Do not wait until you are exhausted to think about your surroundings. Listen for the silence, because it is the foundation for deep sleep and a more alert, relaxed day ahead. If you are still watching and finding this helpful, do me a favor and drop a 3 in the comments below. And hey, if you have not subscribed yet, I would love for you to join our community and ring that bell so you never miss a new video. Your support truly helps us keep creating useful and inspiring content like this. However, even in a perfectly quiet room, sleep can still be elusive if your mind is stressed or racing with thoughts. A single night of poor sleep because you relied on a pill can lead to a week of grogginess, a month of memory fog, and a lifetime of anxiety from feeling out of control. After age 60, many people struggle with sleep, lying awake for ages, or waking up in the middle of the night, or rising before the sun. In response, many choose the quickest fix, a sleeping pill. But regular use can lead to dependence, memory loss, dizziness, and even increase the risk of falls at night. Good sleep should not come from a pill. It should come from a healthy, relaxing pre-sleep routine. An older body needs clear signals to know it's time to wind down. When you create a gentle, consistent routine before bed, like dimming bright lights, listening to calm music, reading a physical book, or soaking your feet in warm water, your brain will adjust to the rhythm and automatically shift into relaxation mode. This is the no-pills therapy that helps you enter a deeper, more natural sleep. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, older adults who maintain a pre-sleep relaxation routine that are up to 40% less likely to suffer from chronic insomnia than those without a stable schedule. The nightly repetition creates a sense of security, helping the brain release its own natural melatonin, the hormone essential for falling asleep without medication. Henry Lawson, 78, from St. Paul, Minnesota, relied on sleeping pills for 5 years. After a nighttime fall caused by dizziness, he decided to try something different, turning off the TV earlier, making a cup of chamomile tea, and listening to soft piano music under a warm, dim light. After 3 weeks of this, he began sleeping without any pills. For the first time in years, I woke up without feeling groggy, he shared. If you want to sleep well, start with one small habit: a warm bath, no phone screen for an hour before bed, writing down a few things you are grateful for. These seemingly simple acts can completely transform the quality of your sleep. Do not let sleeping pills become a crutch you lean on every night. You can create your own good sleep with patience, consistency, and kindness toward yourself. Because your body does not need a pill, it needs to be understood, soothed, and allowed to rest properly. Start tonight, but there is one thing more important than a soft mattress, a quiet room, or a relaxing routine, and that is a peaceful mind. If you have ever lain awake all night while your mind was still racing, then your sleep probably does not need a pill. It needs a mind that has stopped trying to carry the world. Many older adults cannot sleep well, not due to back pain, not because of a noisy environment, but simply because their hearts cannot let go of lingering worries. Anxieties about children, regrets about the pistas, the loneliness of losing a spouse. All these things build up in the mind, and even with your eyes closed, your thoughts keep spinning. And so sleep remains fitful and broken, leaving you exhausted and drained by morning. After age 60, sleep is not just a biological reflex. It is also the result of inner tranquility. A gentle mind, cared for daily, will guide the body to relax and rest more deeply. It is no coincidence that sleep experts from the University of California say mental health is the top factor affecting sleep quality in older adults, even more crucial than diet or supplements. Maria Ellis, a 73-year-old from Boise, Idaho, had insomnia for years. Though she tried everything, pills, supplements, a new mattress, her sleep was still broken. After talking with a support group at her church, she began journaling before bed. Each night, she wrote down 3 things she was grateful for that day. After a few weeks, she felt lighter, and sleep came easier. "I stopped taking all my worries to bed with me," she said with a smile. What you need to do is not force yourself to stop thinking, but to find ways to soothe what is troubling you. A 5-minute pre-sleep meditation, a quiet prayer, an emotional journal, or simply whispering to yourself, "That's enough for today. I'll continue tomorrow." These small habits are medicine for the mind. So they are free, yet their effect is profound. A good night's sleep is a gift that cannot be bought. It is nurtured from within. And to have a peaceful mind, you do not have to change the world. You just need to start by listening to yourself. Because a light heart will always lead the way to a deep sleep and a truly serene morning. After all, when you have been through enough busy days, enough nights spent awake for your kids, for your job, for your worries, then now what you deserve most is deep and peaceful sleep. And that sleep does not depend on anyone else being there. It does not depend on a nightly call from your children or a house filled with the sounds of laughter. It lies in the things you build for yourself. A quiet room, a steady routine, a mind that is calm and still before you go to sleep. Sleeping well is not a matter of luck in old age. It is the well-earned reward for those who know how to care for themselves. If today you start by making your bed, turning the lights off a little earlier, or just taking a few slow breaths before sleeping, then that is already a start. And if this video reminded you of something, a habit you once forgot, a corner of your room that needs changing, a worry you need to set down, please try to do it today. And do not forget, if you know someone who still tosses and turns every night, please share this video with them. Because sometimes a good night's sleep is the only thing that makes a person feel like they are still being held. Thank you for staying with me until the very end. I wish you a truly peaceful night and gentle, healthy days ahead, starting with the very pillow you rest on each night.